You just kept talking.
You know
Good
what?
morning.
I'm sorry. Why didn't you say, hey, can we start first?
Well, because I couldn't get any word in edgewise.
Well, you know me when I get to talking.
I know.
I thought we were live.
If I didn't know, I know now.
Could have changed your name to Kathy. Kathy.
I just got this whole advertisement for my new show, and it was not. It was just for you, and I mean, not that you guys aren't important.
We're just chopped liver. That's all.
You just think about it, you pitched it to us to say make sure it sounded good. So now you can
Right.
tell it to everybody.
There you go.
Oh,
It was practice. Poor Nikki.
Good morning, everyone.
that is hilarious. I'm sorry. I made it so that your show was late. I'm sorry. I thought we
No.
were live.
No, you're fine. You're
Just
just fine.
interrupt me and say, Nikki, shut up.
I'm not. I will not say that. I will not say that.
Okay, then say, hey, Nikki, I'd really like to start my show.
I'm not going to say that either. I attempted, and every time I'd start saying something, you'd start talking.
Sorry.
But it's okay.
I
It's
get
all
excited
right.
about stuff, you know.
Hey, it's an exciting thing.
Get over it. Hi, everybody.
I'm sorry, Hank. Hank's been over there refreshing while she's trying to blow dry her hair.
Right.
It was my fault. I
I'm
thought we were
sorry,
already
guys.
live.
It's okay.
Look at that little fancy dancy little thing that says live on my screen now.
Woohoo! We made it.
Yay.
Well,
Okay.
I came in at 5 after 8, so it's your fault because you should already have started.
Okay.
Like how I turned that one around.
Yeah.
I give you that. My fault.
It wasn't me and my big mouth.
Good morning, Mary. Good morning, Hank. How's everybody doing? So, Nikki, you got to go through your whole spiel again. But probably wait till a few more people get in here.
Yeah, I'll wait till a little bit later.
Okay.
I'm all talked up now.
She's gone. See ya.
We'll give you a few minutes. You'll be fine.
I
Be
just
back
did like
to normal.
25 minutes of talking. I'm freaked out now.
Oh gosh.
The suspense. Makes sense.
Did you get all your paint cans all taken
No.
care of?
No.
Okay.
I didn't work very much on them yesterday. I went over
Yeah.
to my daughter's and got to chit-chatting with her. Then I had to go meet that guy to get my money.
Right.
And then my dad wanted some stuff done, so I did stuff over there, and then had to go pick up Gary from work. And
Yeah. Before you know it, the day's over, and
no, it didn't turn out to be a very productive day.
yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, it happens.
I hate those days. Get a couple.
Morning, Cindy. Good morning, Frankie Spines.
Then I was going to get some listing done last night. When we got home, I thought, well, I didn't get any listing done today when I was at the storage shed, so I'll hurry up and get some done tonight, even if I can get 5 in. Well, then we went to Mexican night at the bar, and we spent some time with my daughter still, and we didn't get home until like 9:30 at night. Well, I guess
Busy.
tomorrow's a new day.
Yep. It certainly is. It's Friday.
Thank
Yeah.
goodness. Woo.
Woohoo! Finally Friday. I don't know what that means. Just means that we're going to be working, I
Uh-huh.
suppose.
It means payday for me. My husband got paid today.
Woohoo!
Oh, no eBay sales. That's a big day.
That's awesome. Let's see.
Gary's like, Nikki, all you need to do is make $500 a month. You think you could handle that? That's like, well, the way eBay's been lately, I don't know.
trying, man.
He said if we had $500 a month extra, that would be perfect. He said more would be nice, but at least $500 a month more. I said, well, I think I can handle that. Shit, I can handle that with a rummage sale.
Yeah, you could do it. You can do it.
Well, I know I can do it. I mean, I used to bring home like $4,000 a month. That's after everything.
Right.
But just recently, it's been just like, nope.
Ooh, hey.
Oh, and then I was going to have a rummage sale this weekend, and realized that I had a wedding to go to. Well, now my husband this morning said, I think that road is closed. I don't think we're going to go to the reception. And I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? I just decided not to have my rummage sale and didn't get ready for it because I thought we were going to the stupid reception.
Right.
Now he's like, well, it would take like 45 minutes to an hour extra just to get there with the detours. And I'm like, we're going to that freaking reception whether you like it or not, because I didn't
You don't have a choice.
a week ago.
I didn't give that up to yeah,
God.
just to not go. So I understand. Hank says I haven't seen Nikki yet today, so all I could say is how lovely her voice and icon are.
Sorry, I didn't realize that. Off. There you go. You can see my lovely face.
Aww.
And yesterday, somebody came up to me at Quick Trip and said, "Hey, Nikki," and I was like, I turned around and I said, "Hey," and it was a gentleman in a green shirt, bright green shirt, like a construction worker guy, and I have no clue who he is. He didn't even look familiar to me, so if it was actually somebody, like a viewer, I'm very sorry that I didn't know who you were, but hi.
So you don't think it was a viewer?
I don't know. I mean, he was like, "Oh, how you been?" Blah blah blah, and I'm like, "Great. How about yourself?" And he's like, "Oh, just working hard." I was like, "Well, that's good. Good to see you. Talk to you later." I was like, "I don't know who this guy is. I don't know who he is." He didn't even. I mean, usually I'm really good with faces. I mean, I will see people and I'll be like, "God, you look familiar," and they're like, and so we'll go through our whole lives with each other, and we've never crossed paths. But this person looks so dang familiar to me. And so, I mean, it's just somebody I probably saw a couple times at the store or something and said hi or whatever. Well, and with me, you never know because I talk to everybody, you know. But this guy knew my name. I was turning around getting a pop out of the fountain pop thing, and he's like, "Hey, Nikki," and I was like, so he knew me from behind. I do not know who this guy is. I felt bad because I I don't want to make somebody feel bad. So, of course, I made it sound like, "Oh, I remember you. Yeah, sure. I've known you since you were knee-high to a grasshopper." I don't know. But anyways, and it sounded like I knew who it was. So if it was actually somebody on YouTube, maybe it was. I don't know.
Huh.
That's all I can think of because the guy didn't even look like not even a smidge of resemblance to anybody I know.
Oh, wow.
I felt bad. I didn't know who it was. He apparently knew me though. I don't know. Nice guy.
Maybe it'll hit you who he is.
And then my husband's drilling me with questions. My husband's drilling me with questions. Was he an old guy? Was he a young guy? Blah blah blah. I'm like, Gary.
No.
If I don't know who he is, I'm sure you don't. You know?
Especially if he knew you from behind.
Yeah. He must know me better than I thought.
Oh. So do you want to go over your spiel?
Sure.
Yeah, we're live now. I should have just when I'm sorry, but when I realized what was going on and because I kept looking at the time. I was like, maybe I should just hit the live button. It's, but anyway.
You should have just interrupted me and said, hey,
Yeah,
I'm not live yet. You want to shut your freaking mouth so I can turn my show on?
Yeah.
I honestly didn't know we weren't live.
It's all right.
I thought we were. Because sometimes on my phone, sometimes it won't say live. So that's why. So if I ever do that again, just tell me, hey, I'm not live yet.
Okay.
So anyway, I'm
Morning,
thinking.
Bridget.
Good morning.
Hey, Bridget.
I'm not.
He wants to tell too.
Enough. He's like, Mom, I want to go outside. We're at the storage shed. There's birds to catch. Anyways, I'm going to start a new show in the morning. Before Valerie's. And right now it's only going to be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday because I think Scott is Tuesday and Thursday, right? Those are the only days he has, right?
Right.
So, and I don't want to step on his toes because I like Scott. Anyways, so I want to start a new show. I'm not as excited about it the second time.
Get new people hearing it. Come on, get that excitement.
I wasted all my enthusiasm on YouTube. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Anyways, so I want to start a new show called the Reseller Workout, and it'll be a way to walk or exercise, however you want to exercise. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I'm thinking, like probably about 45 minutes at a time, for the show so that we don't run into Valerie's show. And then we can just chit chat while we exercise. And so that's what I was thinking.
Sounds good.
We'd start at 7 a.m. Central Time and go until just before Valerie's show. And then, it'll be a way we can get up and people can run or walk or however they want to do it, do their elliptical, do their treadmill, whatever they want to do, walk around their house.
Right. However you want to do it.
It'll give us a way of getting up because I'm just gaining weight and I know other resellers are gaining weight and we're just not in a high movement job. So we need any chance we can get to get motivated to get moving.
Right.
Like not quit.
That's a good idea. I'm in.
And I used to think, well, I do it during the morning show while I'm talking to y'all guys. So it would give me something to do, get me motivated. It wouldn't feel like such a chore to get up and get moving,
Right.
And, but then I thought, well, we might as well just have a show doing it. Everybody can join in on the phone,
Yeah.
And then, like I said, I was telling them too, if you get 45 minutes to an hour, 3 days a week, that's just like getting your 30 minutes in every day. So, yeah. And like I told Tara, I said, and if I end up having a heart attack, you guys can call 911.
Terrible.
Sweating with Nikki. There you go.
Yeah. Sweating with Nikki. I know. I wish you could put music on there because I wanted to put the beginning of it as "Let's Get Physical."
Oh yeah.
Morning, Carol.
I'm not going to pay anybody for the rights for that.
Yeah.
And I thought of doing it because everybody's like, oh, that's kind of early. So many people were like, oh, that's kind of early. And I was like, yeah, but it gets you moving in the morning. And, at first, when I used to work, I used to walk 2 miles a day. And when I first started out, man, I'd come home and I'd be ready for a nap.
Mm-hmm.
But after I started doing it and getting into it, it would actually give me energy for the day.
Right.
And I was more awake for the day. So I thought, well, it'd be good to just bust that out in the morning right away. And then plus after your show, we're motivated to get working. Nobody wants to go out and walk. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I just figured, yeah, we might as well do it right away early in the morning. Let's not stop it. No, 7 a.m.
Yeah.
No, it's not that.
That would
Early
be,
for the California folks, but
yeah, my time.
yeah, it'd be 8 your time. Yeah.
Morning, Amelia.
I figure the California folks, they probably aren't going to join us, but I don't
Yeah.
figure we'll probably see Summer too much in there.
Hope you're feeling
yeah.
better, Amelia.
Today's her birthday.
Oh,
Oh,
happy
right.
birthday, Amelia. That's right.
Happy birthday. Where's Todd?
I don't know.
what the heck?
Happy birthday to
To
you.
you.
Happy birthday to you.
Your turn, Pouty.
Happy birthday, dear Amelia. Happy birthday to you. Then there, that's like a guy saying happy birthday.
You need the accent, Nikki.
Oh, yeah. I gotta talk like a girl water shit in my mouth.
There you go.
Happy birthday, Amelia.
Put some dip in there. Go ahead.
Poor Todd.
Oh my gosh.
He's not even here to defend himself.
Poor baby.
Oh my gosh. You guys are funny this morning. I'm excited.
We're going to start Monday, by the way.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I just can't hide it.
Oh my goodness.
Logan's mom just let me out. I don't care how excited you are, let me out.
He's like, I want to start my exercising today. Let's go.
Yeah,
After some birds.
No.
So I heard the news, Nikki.
What?
You got monetized.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yay. That's
bring on the cheeseburger
awesome.
money.
Cheeseburger money.
Real. I'm joking. Yeah, I got monetized. So did Princess Casserole. It was funny because I didn't realize that I was monetized, and we've been kind of keeping track of each other. You know, she told me, message me, because we were right close when we met our goals. I think she was like 2 or 3 weeks behind me. Anyways, she says, well, let me know when you get monetized and I'll do the same, you know, and every once in a while we check in with each other. Did you get it? You know, anyways, and talk our woes about YouTube, you know. Anyways, yesterday she messaged me. She said, I finally got monetized. And I was like, what the heck? You know, I mean, I was happy for her, of course, but I was like, I wonder why I didn't get monetized. Because I was like I said, 2 or 3 weeks ahead of her getting the goal. And so anyways, I thought, well, I wonder if I've got something wrong with my account, you know, because if your AdSense account or whatever isn't right, then you won't get monetized, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't think that was it because I've had the same AdSense account for years. I've used to use it on other sites. Well, anyways, so I went to my computer and I was going to check all this out, and I called up YouTube, and it's like, and it said monetization enabled, and I was like, oh, I am monetized. Well, they said they'd send you an email. I never got an email, so that's why I didn't know. So who knows how long I've been monetized?
It's like, I'm not worried about it. I'm not monetized, but
That's great, though. That's great.
Yeah.
that is good.
Not that I plan on making any money with it, but I just figure, you know, it'd be nice to have the chance anyways, you know.
Yeah.
Quit.
Yeah, Hank says, does this mean we get to go on more outdoor walking adventure field trips with Nikki?
Yeah.
There you go.
Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I haven't figured out what I'm going to do, dear, when it's below 0 here. But we'll figure it out. Maybe I'll do like that one Linda chick and walk around my house.
Yeah.
She was making me dizzy.
Why did she do it? Because it was hot or something outside, she said.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, I was getting dizzy too. I had to
You're
stop.
hurting me.
I was like, I'm good. But it is a good idea, though, especially if you have health problems or, you know, if it's hot outside or cold, you can walk around and get you a path going.
Yep.
Yeah.
Better than nothing.
Yep.
Yep.
Get to moving.
Absolutely. I don't, like around here, there's of course, there's a lot of, people have dogs and stuff. But there's a few dogs that habitually get out of their fence or wherever. And so it makes me a little bit leery to walk, but I think that's just an excuse.
It is.
So I'm
It is. Yes, it is.
I'm gonna take my pepper spray or take a golf club or something, and
There you go.
yeah. So I'm gonna do it.
Oh,
I'm
stop.
I'm right there with you.
Okay, good. Well, you have to be because you're my friend and you have to be here.
I don't have a choice.
No, on the days that I'm in town, I'm not sure how. I'm gonna look and see if there's some way I can like remote access my computer or something. Because I could set up the Hangout before I leave home, but who would shut it off? I can't. Lugnut don't have any thumbs to work the mouse, so I got to figure out how I can, if I'm in town, how I can, because I can't have a panel if I just go live on my phone. So if I come into town, those days it would just be me on the panel because.
Why can't you?
Huh?
Why can't you have a panel when you
Stop it?
leave the
you
house?
can't. Because I can when I leave the house, but what I'm saying is when I'm in town, away from my computer.
Yeah.
I can't have a panel because you can't start a Google Hangouts on your phone.
Oh,
I can join a Google Hangouts, but I can't start a Google Hangout.
Oh, okay.
really?
Yeah. So that's why I got a computer.
Right.
Otherwise I would have just stuck with my phone and my tablet.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Because that originally is why I bought that Samsung Galaxy View, that 18-inch tablet, was to do Hangouts for my show.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then I found out after I bought it that I couldn't do it on there.
Oh.
And so that's when we had to buy the computer in October.
I see.
That's the only reason why I got Wi-Fi and a computer. What the hell is that? Oh, it's a backhoe. Like, what the hell is that noise? I thought we were under attack. Jesus. Sounded like a helicopter, like way close. I was like, oh my God, is the FBI phoning me or what?
Here they come.
Guess we're not going to have a new show.
They heard about it.
So yeah, if I'm in town those days, oh my God, stop, Lugnut. On those days, I'll just have to either just be me or be, I don't know.
I wonder.
'Cause I can't leave it running. I could start it when I'm at home and just leave it running all day, but that would be dumb too.
Well, I wonder if you can. Can you set an end time? I know you can set you can set a start time, but I think you can set an end time too.
Oh yeah, I bet you can.
So, yeah, you could just have it end at a certain time,
Oh
and then it would just be over. You have to look into that.
Yeah, I'll have to look into that. I didn't even think of that.
Oh yeah, you could do that. Because I mean, it has a start time. But it should have an end time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Through the remote or through YouTube?
Through
Through remote.
Through Hangouts.
Yeah. Because I know that
Right.
YouTube, when you create that event, it has that start and end time on it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can
that's
do-
what she's talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when you press start the event at a certain time, it doesn't automatically start it for you.
No. You have
I
to.
wonder if the end time would stop it.
It should.
Yeah.
I would think so.
I can test it today sometime or figure out how to test it if it works.
Nikki, do ice fishing in the winter. You can shiver the weight off.
Yeah,
That's what Sharky Mom still said.
What did you say?
I don't ice fish because I'm scared of the ice.
I don't blame you. I wouldn't want to do that either.
I don't. And then those crazy people that start fires on the ice, I just don't understand it. So like my husband's like heat rises, so it's not. It only just melts a small part of the ice. I don't care. It just doesn't make sense to me. Fire melts ice.
Yep.
Mhm.
I would agree. That's kind of dumb. Whatever. Whatever floats your boat.
I like SpongeBob, but I don't want to go meet him.
Yeah. Um,
I was gonna look in to see if there was some kind of like remote access something I can put on my phone too, because I
To the
can like sync
Hangout?
with my computer. So like a remote access thing for my computer, and then I
Oh,
can
okay.
start the Hangout before I leave, and then remote access it
Through your phone.
from my phone.
Hmm.
I got the weekend to figure it out. I'll figure it
Yeah.
out.
I'll ask my IT guy.
There you go. Ask your IT guy. How much does that cost an hour?
He said he's $2.50 an hour, but I get I get a discount.
Oh, okay, good.
Because if he don't give me a discount, I throw something at his head and hit him.
Yeah.
He hates when we call him that, but he knows a lot about the IT side. So
Yeah.
I'll ask him because he has to do a lot of remote stuff too. So he may know.
Yeah. I have an Android Samsung phone, so
Okay.
I have the same thing. One of the storage shed. I don't want to talk to her. I think it is.
How's everybody's sales going? I heard Hank got another bundle deal.
Nice.
Awesome.
Nice.
That's really good.
Those are good on Poshmark.
It's been doing pretty decent.
Yeah.
Hank says you can. He uses stuff like that all the time. There are programs you install on both devices that make it easy to access and use your computer when you're away. Huh.
Yeah, there's something because he has to do the same thing whenever he's gone out of town for his, he has his traveling he has to do, and he uses something. So I'm sure he'll know whatever app to use.
Yeah. That's cool.
We'll get something for you. Get y'all hooked up.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I had 2 sales on eBay last night, which was awesome.
Woohoo!
And then another one on Macari. So Poshmark's it's kind of dwindled down, not dwindled down, but it's been kind of slow. But Macari's picking up for me too. So
That's good.
Yeah, Kathy will have her people talk to your people, Nikki. Make it happen. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, because if my people don't talk to your people, tell me and I'll whoop my people.
Yeah.
Throw something at them. I got enough stuff over here to throw at them. So, shoot. Mad at me all you want to. You'll be all right.
We sound so professional. Let's make this happen.
Yeah. He has a whole other bed up here on the second floor he'll sleep in if you don't do what I need him to.
He must not be there, huh?
No, he's downstairs doing something, I'm sure. I'll still talk about him in front of him. I don't care. He'll just look at me crazy.
Like that. You're driving me crazy. And just so everybody knows, Lugnut was just out, so it's not like he has to go.
He just gets out.
In the butt. He thinks he needs to go chase those birdies at the railroad.
Hank said he installed a remote thingamajigger on my old computer and scared the piss out of me one day. He was at work and he was accessing my computer, typing stuff in the notepad at me, doing all crazy stuff. Oh my gosh! She said I about smashed the thing with the sledgehammer. I thought it was possessed.
Ooh.
Yeah. I know a little bit about remote access with computers because I've done it before. I mean, I used to work in computers, but I'm just not familiar with the phone to computer.
Yeah.
Right.
So God damn it. Enough. You're worse than a little kid. Jeez.
Say, I'm only 2, Mom.
Well, the problem is he paws at me and he hurts me.
Yeah. I know Ringo does the same thing. Of course, Ringo's like, not near as big, but
Yeah.
An eighth of the size. My Lugnut's paw is probably bigger than Ringo's head.
probably so. Congratulations on that sale, Mike. He sold a floor sander.
Oh,
Nice.
Local pickup as soon as they pay.
I love
Sweet.
those. All cash.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's good.
It's good. It's awesome.
The red shit is here. I can't let you out. So I go somewhere else. Stop staring at me. Don't look at me with that look. Go down to the other storage, somebody else's storage unit. Let them out.
Yeah, I had that one bundle that lady had put together, but she never did anything with it. So
So does that stuff sit in the cart so nobody else can buy it, or?
no, it just goes back in. It's only good for 24 hours. So and I don't know, like while it's in a bundle, I would assume, I think it's still for sale.
Yeah.
Those items are still for sale even if it's in a bundle, I think. What do you think, Kathy?
They are. They're still for sale. Anybody, like, they can put them in a bundle. It's just kind of basically they just hold it just in case they go looking around, or maybe they have one, but someone else can buy it. Because I have a couple people that have bundle stuff, and somebody else has purchased it underneath of them.
Okay.
So yeah, it's still for sale.
I figured that's how it would work, but
yeah.
And I like that because it gives opportunity for other people to see it and buy it. Because if you're not going to buy it, why are you holding up my product?
Right.
So, but yeah, I like that they can do that. But I hate that they do it and don't buy it. It's like, okay, come on.
Right.
So I do like that feature.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna let Lugnut out.
Okay.
And it was funny, last night I got a follower and I had to go and look at Todd's Facebook profile because it's like this guy right there in your face, and you would think that it was Todd, It's like, I joined Poshmark, didn't tell nobody because he would be the one that does it, sneaky. I was like, because he was just like right up close, and it was like this, and the guy's name is Todd, and it's so funny and just right there in your face. I'm like,
wow.
But it wasn't him. I was like, dang.
So weird.
And he just joined in June. So I was like, did he do it not tell nobody?
Yeah. That would be Todd.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where he's at this morning.
I wonder if he's at one of his estate sales or rummage sales. Well, I don't know too, with Gwen being all.
Like I said, I just, I don't think we're going to see very much of him this summer.
Yeah. I mean, I don't blame him. I don't spend a whole lot of time with her, so.
Yep.
Well, it's Friday. It's probably rummage sailing.
Mm-hmm. That's
awesome. Now, I will be home today, and I'm going to be listing like a mad woman.
Me too.
I'm going to get it done.
Thrifting today.
Yeah?
I think so.
It sounds like fun.
I went to one yesterday, and I haven't been to a thrift store in forever, so. Good night.
Sounds like a good idea.
That's all I'm going to do is relist all day today. There's a bunch of stuff that fell off I need to end and start all over again.
Mm-hmm.
if it helps, take my pictures. What in the world? Oh, me and eBay are about to fight.
Uh-oh.
It's this stupid tracking thing again. I swear to God, I'm so sick of them.
What?
My eBay tracking thing. Now they're saying they're so full of poop. Oh, me and them gonna fight. Yeah, they just tried to say that something wasn't uploaded yesterday. That I know that I packaged and handed to the postmat lady and she scanned.
Right.
I swear. And their stupid glitches.
So did you talk to him about it?
Yeah, I'm gonna call them today.
Oh, okay. Morning, Alana.
See what's going on. Morning, Lana.
I better check mine. I never check that.
I do just in case because
Right.
kind of crazy going on. I'm watching everything on that site now. They're making me mad. Okay, that's just gonna be a fight by itself today.
Y'all got any plans for the weekend?
I don't.
Auction.
Auction.
But it's on Sunday, so I won't be able to do the challenge.
Aww.
Yeah, I got an auction on Sunday too. I told my husband, I said, I'm going to the auction on Sunday. I know I'm grounded from auctions, but I'm still going. He goes, you're not grounded from auctions. You're grounded from filling up the truck.
Oh.
Yeah, but you always fill up a truck at the auction.
I know.
That's what you go for. If you don't have a full load, it wasn't worth going.
Yeah.
True. Make it worth your while, right?
No.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
So, well, I made $700 this week. So, well, $300 I made profit. A little, well, over $300. So, I need it. It's burning a hole in my pocket. I need to go to an auction.
Yeah. Maybe that's a good sign.
Well, he sure can't yell at me for how much I spend at auctions because I spend very little.
Right.
I can fill up my truck for $20-$30 most of the time, and a trailer too.
It's a lot of stuff.
Work on my paint machines, but I think I'm gonna go look at see if I can find some rummage sales.
Ooh.
Good morning.
Morning, Lori.
Morning, Lori.
Morning, Lori.
Oh, good. I must have got my sound fixed then.
We can hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, that's good. How's everybody today?
Oh, good.
Wonderful.
My eyes are tired.
Your eyes are tired.
Yeah, my eyes are really tired feeling. I'm not tired. I mean, I'm like, I don't feel like I can take a nap, but my eyes feel like they're tired. They just, I can't help. I don't know. Just feel tired. You ever had that? Or do I sound stupid?
Yep, where you feel like you're not tired, but you can just close your eyes and
Yeah.
Yep. That's what allergies do to me.
Yeah, I definitely would feel good if I could just shut my eyes. Well, that was this morning when Gary was driving to work. I closed my eyes from home to town, and he's like, "Dear, you need to wake up." And I'm like, "I'm not sleeping." "Your eyes are closed." "Yes, you are." And I'm like, "I'm not sleeping. I'm just resting my eyes." "Oh, yeah, that's what we call sleeping." I'm like, "I am not sleeping. God, I'm just resting my eyes. Just leave me alone. It's okay." Dude, I just want to punch him in the mouth. We'll be married 25 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
When's your anniversary?
For my birthday.
When's your birthday?
June 26th is my anniversary. The 27th is my birthday.
You'll be what, 22?
Yeah,
That's what I
I'm
thought.
gonna be 44.
Oh, you're
45?
younger.
Yeah, she's a youngster.
Yeah. What the heck?
I gotta get to the doctor. I canceled my appointment. I shouldn't have.
Nikki.
I got. Well, especially because I'm gonna start this exercising thing. You know, my brother, he was exercising when he passed away. So.
Oh my
at
god.
44. Yeah. He quit smoking, quit drinking, and he ended up. He started. Well, he was riding a bicycle built for two with him and his girlfriend, and he's like, I think I'm gonna pass out. And so he got off the bike and he went over.
Wow.
He went into cardiac arrest. Yeah.
Wow. It happened to a good friend of mine. He went out jogging, running with his wife every morning, and they were running, and he got sick and collapsed, and that was it. And he's my age. He was 45.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
They said he had first they thought it was a heart attack, but then when they did the autopsy, I guess he had a blood clot that he didn't know about.
Ah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
My brother had three main arteries were clogged.
Wow.
Never went to the doctor. Otherwise, he was fit as a fiddle. I mean, he was never sick. He was, skinny, worked hard, active.
Yep. Yeah, you just never know.
Oh, yeah, you don't. And I had a cousin who passed away from an aneurysm at 40 years old. She married somebody. It was her first marriage. She married somebody, and then a month later, she was dead from an aneurysm.
Wow.
Pretty sad. And she lived as well as. I mean, she was as perfect as a human could be. She lived life the way God taught her. She was maybe a social drinker once in a while, and she never went and tied one, really drank excessively. She just, a wine here and there or something, and she ate good. She was Miss West Duluth for I don't know how many years in a row. So she was beautiful. She was fit. She was, perfect in every way, like I said, as perfect as a human could be. And her job was with the Humane Society, so she spoke out for animal rights, and and yeah, she dropped dead of an aneurysm.
Wow.
Yeah, so I mean, it just goes to show you. I mean, it really doesn't matter how you live your life.
Oops.
That's why when everybody's like, "Oh, you gotta quit smoking or you're gonna die," well, I'm gonna die either way. So I can't see nothing. I gotta get my eyes on here. 920 17 back east. I think I'm going the wrong way for that.
Speaking of doctors, that was mine reminding me of my appointment one day. It was funny.
Nikki, I could see you being like one of those old 85-year-old women that are still puffing the smokes. You ever see like the really old woman that smoked her whole entire life and she's like 90 and she don't quit the cigarette?
She looks like this.
Yeah. It's her oxygen hose. So she
cigarette.
more.
Are you gonna get up and walk with me on Monday?
If I can figure out a way to do it, I don't know if I can do it with my phone or is it burn too much data.
Oh yeah, probably. You don't have unlimited.
I'll look into it.
Yeah, if you don't have unlimited, that'll be expensive.
Yeah, but I think
You'll burn up all your.
more, can't we, with that thing? Because I can walk. Because it only takes me so to the corner of my road and back takes me 15 minutes to walk. So, and then if I came back, then I just switch back to my laptop.
Oh.
Yeah, I saved that data for Pornhub.
Oh, great. I'm so blessed.
Yeah, I don't want it to cost you a fortune. It would, because it burns up Hangouts and stuff burns up a lot of data.
I don't know. I'll look into it. I'll see what
So
happens.
if you don't have unlimited, don't do it. Because I'll tell you right now.
No, we just buy it because we went with the track phones. I don't even have a phone plan.
Ah.
I'm a pass. I didn't want to be in a committed relationship with a cell phone company.
Yeah.
We even swap numbers from phone company to phone company. We're number swappers. When we go to parties, we all put our cell phones in the fishbowl.
Lord.
Yeah, I got a marriage to AT&T and I hate it. I want a divorce.
We had for a lot of years, and well, this would have been when his other kids were, like his daughter was younger. I mean, we'd have these $300-400 a month cell phone
Well, the last one
bills.
was 7.
I mean, we'd be like, why are we paying this much for a flipping cell phone? Jim's like, I don't even like to talk to people. Why am I paying this much for a cell phone? So we just went with these track phones and a Skype phone, and now we dropped the Skype phone and we just have track phones.
Yeah.
But I mean, actually, we just bought a new one, and the smartphone. I mean, it's a decent size and stuff.
Yeah, it's
and,
really super cool.
I don't know.
Compared to our old one.
Yeah.
Our old one's not super smart. But I got a $700 bill from Verizon for 1 month's usage. I said, you know what? I'm going to go lease a Mercedes E-Class and just a track phone. Because I didn't lease the Mercedes, but I could have if I was going to maintain a $700 a month payment.
No. We just got thinking, there's a lot more fun stuff we could do with $700 a month than pay for a flipping phone.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, I like unlimited. So I have a hard
Well, it depends what your situation is different too. Don't you need it at your house because of internet? Or do you have internet in your house now?
I have internet. That's very good. She always would have trouble with it. But she did a lot of listing on her phone. She did everything off her phone.
Yeah, but I mean, if your internet availability is different, you make a tablet or whatever, it might be your best bet and then you're going to have unlimited. Like we couldn't have, our house internet is of course unlimited because we need for eBay and stuff. We need that, and we need unlimited.
This is the only problem with having a big truck. Parking in small little alleys. And not being in the way.
Was that one a dual?
No, it's
well, it's close to.
It's a 3/4 ton.
Yeah, you take that dually and you park it in parking garages and stuff, and it's 6 inches over both sides,
Yeah.
At Disney World, they made us go all the way to the end. They're parking people in line. They made us go way past the open place. The guys waved us on so we could park at the end of one of the rows. Took up too much.
You just stay put. Looks like.
I've never had a park at Disney World.
Damn it.
Oh, that's not bad. I mean, are you talking about Disney World?
Yeah, because I stay on property all the time, so I've never had a park.
Yeah, see, his parents live 10 minutes from Disney, so we usually stay over at their house. But even when you go in for the parking, even with the dually, I mean, you have so many attendants out there, and they're all happy and chipper because it's Disney. They get your parking spots perfect, and then you just have to walk a little bit to the people carrier. I don't call it a tram, but those little trucks that go around with those wagons,
Right.
I mean, and I give it up to those people. They're out there in that blazing sun. They're all like, oh, yeah, have a great day. It's awesome. I'd be like, why in the hell am I here working this with these stupid people?
Yeah, I'm dragging their cone. And the dude's like, hey, if you could just stop, I can get my cone off underneath your vehicle, sir. I'm like, oh, all right. This guy we went there with, he goes to church with my mom. And he retired there. And I guess, I don't know if they do it anymore, but part of your retirement package was you get so many guest tickets a year.
Oh,
that you can
cool.
bring something for free, but he has to go in with you. Now, he don't necessarily stay there with you like more than 10 minutes, but he goes in the gates with you.
He
So
gets you in for free park hopper
he
tickets.
don't tell me, you know, I'm right. When you tell me to follow you, I'm on your butt. Okay, we are attached. So he veers off the as we're entering the parking thing. Well, I go to this guy, I got to follow him. He goes, well, you're not handicapped. Well, the guy had a handicap parking thing. He was going on a handicap. Well, he didn't tell me that. I'm like, no, I have to be with him. He goes, no, you can't. So as I'm arguing with him, my wheels are turning towards where I want to go, and I pick up one of their cones and I get it up on my wheel wall.
Oh no!
Oh God.
This nice African American gentleman is like, sir, if you could kindly back up, I could get my cone out of your car because I'm dragging it. He's like, oh, and they're real nice, you know. Everything they're firm but very nice. Sir, we're not going to go there, so you might as well go park with the rest of the people.
Yeah, they're awesome. I give it up to those people because I couldn't be that chipper all the time.
And I'm all freaked out. Yeah, they were pretty cool.
We're standing in line for Soren. Brandon's like 3, and he's having some kind. He had this thing where he didn't want to stand in line, so he has like this meltdown. Okay, because he takes his Mickey Mouse ears off, and when you're in Soren, you're like going up a ramp that has like a ledge. He threw his mouse ears, and they landed on top of this decorative canopy. They're gone.
I was fixing.
Yeah, I mean, so he's like freaking out. This Disney worker comes, oh, come on, what's wrong? This is a happy place, you know, because they don't like, because everybody's like, oh, the kid's screaming kid. So he gave me the ticket for the free ears, and then I'm like, well, I'll just get out of here. So Jim had to go on the ride by himself.
No, they telling you to remember the magic.
I remember the magic.
Yeah.
Oh man, I could not work there. It's a great place to go and be entertained.
Oh yeah, I love going there. Yeah, I would not want to work there.
It's like bartending. You think, oh yeah, being a bartender would be so much fun, you know, because you're at a bar all the time. Yeah, when you're on the other side of the bar, it's not as fun as being on.
Yeah, it's not fun. Not fun.
I feel bad because you'll be like Animal Kingdom where they, you know, and you go through the things where they're selling stuff, you know, and they'll have like this little grandma out there, and she'll have to like, this is her job. She has to take a plush stuffed animal and try to interact with all the kids, like waving at them with the stuff. And I'm like, oh my God. See, I couldn't do that anyway.
And Animal Kingdom is so hot all the time.
That when last time we were there, the hottest was Hollywood Studios. For whatever day, that was a really hot day in Florida, and we always go in August, so you're gonna have them.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, they have this like Disney montage of Star Wars that they do like on the hour out on this like plaza. I mean, it was like you were standing literally on a fry pan. That was something else.
I think it's cool when they march in all the stormtroopers and.
Oh yeah. But we like Star Wars and stuff, so yeah, I like Hollywood Studios a lot better now that it's kind of becoming like Star Wars land.
Yeah, they're opening that new hotel in 2020, and
yeah,
that's on my bucket list.
Oh yeah, it was good. Well, that was 2 years ago I went, so it was. They were still building a lot of stuff. I'm sure they've added a lot of stuff since the last time I was there, but it was cool. I mean, you're standing next to full size AT-ATs, you know, you can have your picture taken on the speeders. They had that space ride was pretty good. Do they have any other Star Wars ride? Oh my God, the Padawan training thing. I mean, I tried to get Brandon in it. It was so full. You couldn't even find us. You couldn't even get him in it. It was crazy. I mean, these people are just like Star Wars crazy, you know. I mean,
the hotel they're building, you're gonna be a character. Like when you check in, and it is just all immersive. When you look out your window at the hotel, you don't see a park, you see space. Like it's like you're gonna be. And when you come out of the hotel, you're automatically into Star Wars land at Hollywood Studio.
Oh wow!
Oh wow!
So,
that's gonna be cool. That's definitely on my bucket list.
But I think it's going to be finished in 2020 in time for their anniversary, or 2021, whatever it is.
Sounds like fun.
When I was a kid, when we started going to Disney, we stayed in all 3 places you could stay at: the Contemporary, the Polynesian, and the campground, because that was it. You have all these other hotels or whatever. That was the 3 you could stay at. But then in 1980, my grandma moved down to Florida, and then we went down to Kissimmee. So then we'd stay at my grandma's, and that kind of ended. A couple more times we went to the hotels anyway, but usually we just stayed at grandma's when we went down there.
Oh yeah.
Then we didn't get to stay on site anymore, but I mean, you can't complain. You don't have to pay for the motel room either. So
Right.
Right.
But it is very cool to be able to roll out of bed, get dressed, and man, boom, you're going to be in the park in minutes. You know, it's cool.
Well, it is nice staying at your parents because we like doing other stuff. I mean, we'll go to like sometimes we go to Gatorland. We go buy a bunch of concrete statues. No, I'm not kidding you. There's a concrete statue place. Is that on Ham Brown Road? Anyway, it is so cool. So we go there and buy concrete statues every year. We load up every time we go.
Is it on 92?
Well, it's not Orange Blossom Trail, but I thought it was off of Ham.
Those two roads, yeah, the
Ham Brown
OBT
Road?
and then that other road that runs, that other highway that runs with it.
Yeah.
Anyway, but it's not one of those two. No, Ham Brown intersects it.
Yeah.
But anyway, and then we have these.
Last time I brought home this 4 foot tall, like rearing horse. Jim's brought home a naked mermaid water fountain.
Well, she is almost life size. She's like 2/3 life size.
Then he puts this bikini top on her, and I don't even. We must have got it from a storage unit that has a pot leaf.
Yeah, it's a pot leaf. Because I mean, well, I'll take a picture of it and post it for you guys. It's something. These guys walk by it. I mean, they stop and they just look.
Oh yeah, there's this old guy. He'd come here to get horse manure for his garden, and he looks at it. He goes, "Oh my God, where did you get that? That's beautiful, just beautiful." And I'm like, "Okay, dude."
You know how some when they do the woman's top, they leave some of it just rounded. They don't do it. There's no attention to detail. This person who did the cement mold did the loving detail to the ends of the. Front end of the top of this nice lady is correct all around. So anyway, it's something to see.
I'll tell you, Mike, why we go. Mike, the reason we go in August is because at the park you don't have bad lines to wait in. Where like if you go during spring break or Christmas or stuff like that, the park's so packed. Jim said it's no fun. But August actually is pretty light crowd, so you don't have like horrible lines to stand in.
Yeah.
Like the last week of August.
After school starts in Florida, because we'll go there like, after I think school starts in Florida like around the 15th of August or something. We'll go in there right after that.
Or a couple weeks ago. Like the first and second week of June is also awesome because the schools aren't out yet. So you get that, and people are gearing up for their summer vacation, so they're not there yet. And I mean, you just walk on the rides. I mean, there's hardly any lines on anything.
No.
I go in September. Same.
That's probably good. Yeah, after kids are in school.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, see, we have a kid that has to go to school in
Because
September.
the beginning, the first 2 weeks of August, there's a lot of people cramming in their last family vacation, so it's crowded as heck. But then, yeah, like you said, end of August, September, everybody's been there. They were just there, so the crowds are really small. I don't mind waiting in line, but I mean, a lot of the lines are outdoors, and let's face it, it's flipping hot.
Yeah.
You have those misting fans or whatever, but when it's like August or June, it don't cut it.
Yeah, nobody likes standing.
Probably makes it worse. I would imagine the misting fans just adds more moisture.
It's not that bad though, because you don't really get that wet. You just let's say you're at the Seven Dwarfs Mine Ride, and I swear to Jesus, every time it's like a 90-minute wait. Yeah. I mean, you're gonna stand in line for a long time. So actually, the fans and a little bit doesn't get you super wet. The misting fan does help if it's hot.
I went up to the Fast Pass guy because you get the free everybody could get I think the 3 Fast Passes or whatever. I went to the Fast Pass guy and I go, well, can I get one for Seven Dwarfs Mine Ride? The guy looks at me and he literally breaks out laughing. You're adorable.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went there a while back, and we went to Universal Studios is where we were.
In California or Florida?
Florida.
Oh yeah, we haven't been to Universal Studios since before Brandon was born, and we always talk we'd like to go, but then Brandon's like, no, I want to go. Then let's do both, and I'm like, okay, we're not doing Universal and.
Yeah, that was the only place we went. We went to Universal, and it was good. We had a lot of fun.
I'm mad they took the Jaws ride out of Universal yet.
Oh.
I'm still angry about that. I love the Jaws ride.
Justice for Gordon.
Yeah, we did that. I can't remember what we must have went to that first because it was a whole like vacation. And so we flew into Orlando, and then isn't Disney in Orlando or around that area?
Yeah.
And then so we must have went there first, and then we went to Daytona, and we caught a boat and went on it was like a 3-day cruise to Nassau.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, wow.
nice.
Oh, really? It was a 3-day cruise. See, I want to go to the Bahamas. I've never been there. I want to go see those swimming pigs.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I really, really, really want to go see those swimming pigs. Now, I know you can see pigs anywhere, but I got to go see those ones that are swimming in the ocean.
And I'd rather spend an extra day at Universal or Disney, but I guess, yeah, we can go look at pigs too. Hey, look, they swim.
Shut up. Then you could stay home. You
Yeah,
could stay
it was pretty cool.
and
We
all
went-
those pigs.
Where did we go? We went to that the Atlantis Hotel.
Oh, how was that?
Oh, I've always wanted to go there.
Beautiful, amazing.
Did you
Wow.
do the water park?
We did not.
Oh.
We did not. We should have, but we
Oh,
didn't.
that's what I wanted a review on.
Hmm.
It looked really awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, when you look down from the casino into like the beach area, you know, it's all like a beach. You know, they've made it kind of a man-made beach area, but it was really cool. I mean, just to see everything, and we were just kind of hanging out like in the casino area and everything, and then we took a tour of I think we took a bus tour and just kind of, you know, learned about the area of Nassau, and we stopped, and there was these. It was kind of weird, and the girls were they were teenagers, and so they had these these ladies that like braid your hair, you know, all these like cornrows and everything,
Mhm.
and so they got to do that, and I don't know, it was like they were all in like a park area, and so you just go there and they just take you and, you know, and braid your hair.
Oh.
Kind of, I don't know.
That's cool though.
It was an experience.
I want to go that one where they had the huts over the water.
Mm.
Not the expensive one. I want to go to the cheap one. I don't want to go to the horrible. I want to go to the cheap one. You know, easy one. So they have like them all like out in that water. You can walk on it, and they have like you can see the water under where your
Yeah, they
bed's
look
at.
like huts.
Yeah,
That in the Bahamas too.
I think they have one in the Bahamas. It's Sandals, I think, has it. I saw the commercial.
Oh,
Yeah, so I figure I want to try that because they have that one that's in Bora Bora, wherever the hell it's at. But that's expensive wherever it goes.
yeah, but Bora Bora is in the Pacific, I think.
Yeah, I don't want to go over there. I want to stay somewhere closer, but I figured that'd be cheaper. You know, I think that would be kind of cool to do.
Yeah, it was a lot of. I enjoy cruise ships. I like going on cruise ships. They're pretty cool.
I've never been on one. I want to go. So that'd be a good get together. Everybody go on a cruise ship. We just do one cruise ship with
The
resellers.
There you go. A reseller cruise.
Don't we have a travel agent in the group where we could set up a reseller cruise?
Ooh,
Yeah,
Fun.
that would be great.
Mm-hmm.
A big old group of people. to
yeah. I think that'd be pretty neat. Definitely get to know everybody for sure.
go. Yeah.
That'd be way more fun than eBay Open.
Oh heck yeah.
Oh God, yes. If you're
I mean,
gonna
they got a casino. They've got bars. You know, they 24-hour eating. I mean, the dining room is open 24 hours. You can go in there and get food at any time, day or night.
That's why my son likes the cruises because you can eat all the time. You know, he's 6'1", about this big, you know, but can eat everything. You know, good.
It was a really good experience. We had a lot of fun. But, you know, I know that there's there's issues like with which there's going to be issues all the time just because those cruise boats, you know, sometimes they have problems, just like a car or a plane or
Right.
you know any other vehicle or whatever. So mode
Disney
of
has a Star Wars
transportation.
themed cruise.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, we went to it was Catalina and Ensenada the first time, and that was a lot of fun too. And it was just me and my ex-husband went, and that was a lot of fun.
Oh.
I've never been on a cruise. I want to.
It's a great experience.
They're fun.
I need to go back.
Yeah, I've never been on a cruise either. Jim doesn't really want to do one, but if you vacation with Jim, it's like being on, I always call it the Baton Death March. He always has to be doing a lot of activity all the time. You'll never see like Jim just like, oh, let's relax and like look at the ocean or something. You know, it's like I got to do some kind of adventure. We have to do a lot of walking.
Get your money's worth.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
When he goes to Disney, he's there when the gates open and he leaves when the gates close, when the workers are coming and kicking you out. And that time, you don't take any breaks. If I want a break, I'll be like, oh, yeah, let's go over to the Hall of Presidents. You know, that takes like 20 minutes. You can sit there sitting. Or let's ride the Carousel of Progress again. Yeah. Oh, I just love this ride. It's so cute.
Those are good napping places.
Yeah. Let's ride the Wedway People Mover around some. Oh, this is awesome.
They were actually talking about doing the People Mover where you get like, you pay a price and you get lunch, like a kind of like a bag lunch, and you can sit on the People Mover and eat your lunch.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The People Mover.
Yeah, it's like this. It's not like it's this magnetic train way of moving people around, but you could just ride it around in a circle, and it just does kind of a tour of that part of the park, you know?
Right, like a monorail type thing.
No, it's kind of. Well, how would you describe the People Mover, Jim?
It's like a little. It's
like a little train, but it's electric.
Yeah,
it runs on magnets.
But it runs on magnets. There's so it's silent running. As the magnets get stronger, the magnets keep pulling it along. So there's no. It's got wheels, of course, because it runs on a track, but there's like no motors inside it pushing it.
Right.
Now here's a little trivia though. The Wedway, which they don't call it anymore, but where Wedway came from, it's Walter E. Disney. It's his initials.
Oh.
And he held control of the transportation at the park because it was so sketchy when he put this thing together in Florida and California. It was so sketchy, and he had so much money. He was doing so much of it on loan money that he wasn't sure if he'd lose it.
Right.
Yeah, it turned out to be a big success, but Disney didn't know that was going to work because this is based on him. He had a train in his backyard. He'd ride around on it with his daughter. And that's what started this dream. It's like, oh, wouldn't it be great if every parent could spend a weekend with their kid at some place where you can do fun stuff? So what he did was he held the train was owned by Wed. Was it Wed? No, it's Wedway, but then it's Walter
Elias.
Retlaw. It's Walter is backwards. It's Retlaw owns the transportation stuff. It's a separate corporation, but he owned it. So if the whole park went flop, he could retain control of the train and the People Mover.
That's crazy.
I watch a documentary. I'm like, oh my gosh, because it seems so ridiculous. Because of course Disney's going to become this multi-billion-dollar corporation, but he don't know that at that time.
Right.
Walt Disney didn't build it. A bunch of different companies that borrowed him money built it. You know, he didn't do it with his own money. You know, you think of it, you know, oh, Disney had all this money, built it. Not really. He was well-to-do, but he didn't have nearly enough money to build these huge parks.
Right.
I heard remember that big tree?
Crazy.
And the animal, guess what?
What?
That tree made out of an exoskeleton of an
Oil rig.
Yeah.
What is what?
I don't know. There's like a noise, like a
I heard that too.
feedback or something.
Yeah, like static.
Sound like a big truck going by or something.
I thought it was a truck going through my house.
That's what it sounded like.
Like, whoa.
I heard a beeping noise, like the big truck backing up, and then I hear that.
Oh,
Okay.
I did not hear the beeping noise. Was it me?
No, it sounded like a vehicle backing up, like a construction vehicle or something.
Well,
heard it
it's not
yesterday.
garbage.
I heard it yesterday too.
Where's Nikki?
Nikki's muted.
Okay.
yeah.
You can't
No,
blame her.
I can't blame her.
I don't have any big trucks around me.
I'm upstairs, so you don't hear nothing down there.
It's not always Nikki, you know.
There she is.
It must be Todd again.
Where is he?
I don't know. He's probably out hitting those estate sales or rummage sales.
I hit a
Right.
rubber myself bright and early this morning.
Wow. Did you find anything good?
Yes, I did. I got one of those Mr. Christmas Nutcracker sweets.
Ooh.
However, it doesn't have the power cord and it's missing some pieces, so I'll probably have to just either part it out or sell it as is.
Right.
Because I can't even test it.
Oh man.
But still, I figure they sell for a little over $100 when they work, so this one's untested, so I'll split the difference at $49.99.
There you go.
I got a box of paintball stuff. I always do good with those. It's one of those spider paintballs and guns. Got the whole box for $10, and the guns themselves usually do anywhere between $60 to $100, depending on the model number.
How do you test your paintball guns?
I take them outside and shoot them.
I know, but if you don't have the air canister.
I don't. I usually just try to keep an air canister on hand because I have a paintball gun anyway. So
Yeah, because we bought some at that yard sale, and we have the canisters, but we don't know if they're full or not. And and it's really clean, so I'm kind of scared to test it because I don't want it to get dirty. But I need to make sure it works.
Walmart has those little cylindrical canisters that you can just screw up to it. If you don't, I mean, they're like $20 for two of them, I think.
Okay.
Or they did have. Let's put it that way. They did have.
Okay. Are they hard to clean? Like after you test them, or do I need to shoot like a paintball through it, or what?
I usually just run a rag and stuff through it.
Okay.
So
that'll give me a good excuse to use it and have Marcel go out there and do target practice.
Here, stand still a minute. It can come apart. Plus, there should be a few, depending on the model you got, there should be some cleaning videos on YouTube too.
Okay.
Because each one comes apart differently. So.
Yeah, because we got one of the attachments where it twists a little bit and you can shoot around a tree or whatever.
Yeah.
One of those little barrels. So I want to make sure it works before I try to sell it. But I don't want him to stand still. I got to get some target practice in.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to have to sell for parts because the pistol grip here is broke off of it. So.
Oh, okay.
But the rest of it's still good. So I can just part it out.
Yeah, I want to test them. I don't like to sell anything untested if I don't have to.
I keep it on hand for, especially I freeze the paintballs because we got an idiot that likes to sit on my fence and he breaks my fence when he sits on it. So I sit out at night and wait for him to sit there and I shoot him with frozen paintballs.
That's what you need to videotape.
I think he just does it for meanness, and it does hurt. They hurt just as bad as a regular paintball. So you get hit with a frozen paintball, it's even worse.
Yeah. Shoot. Yeah, I'm saving those for Sunday's challenge. So I got 2 of them.
I might join. I might take, like, if I buy something at the auctions, take pictures right there and list it right at the auction.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'll probably do a haul video later. I got quite a bit of stuff. A little bit of everything.
Yeah.
You scared.
They only have this one once a year, and it was packed out. I got there at 7:30, and there was probably 100 people waiting in line already.
Oh my gosh.
They opened at 8. I was like, ugh. I did manage to pull a few good things out of the batch. I got a whole series of the Rawhide series on VHS.
Oh, nice.
Either split them up and sell them for between $6 to $9, depending on the episode, or just sell the whole set. So
Yeah.
I paid I think $2 for all of them. So
Cool.
so I'm happy with that.
Sounds like you did good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, Summer, I did not make my goal yesterday. And I have to say, at one point, I just gave up.
Oh, goodness.
I didn't make my goal either. I was too tired.
Was that point towards the beginning or towards the end?
Well, it was actually towards the end.
Okay. Oh, that's good.
Every time that I wanted to get, started, I got a phone call or somebody was knocking at my door or the dogs needed something. It was, yeah,
It never ends.
No, I think I got 5 phone calls, which, like I said, I always say, I love to hear from the kids and everything, but it was just like the phone was ringing and, couldn't get anything going. So at one point I just said, no, I'm done. So probably shouldn't have gave up so easy, but it was almost kind of nice just to take a break.
Mm-hmm. Relax.
And just, so I had other, yard work to do too. So I was like, well, I'm just going to go out there and do that and, take a minute.
I took a day off the other day and read a book. I haven't done that in a while.
There you go.
I was like, you know what? I need to get a step away from eBay for a little bit.
Yeah.
Kind of rejuvenates you when you do that too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Just, and it wasn't like I was just laying around all day. I was busy doing this, that, and the other. I was, put inventory away and kind of cleaned up the house. And so I made good use of the time. I wasn't just sitting in my recliner eating bonbons.
These things are good. What are you talking about?
They are. They are good.
I don't think I've ever eaten a bonbon. I don't even know
Oh,
what it
they're
is.
awesome.
What are they? Ice cream balls or what are?
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty much. Is that
Kind
what
of.
they are?
Yep, that's what they are.
They're really good.
Yep, they are. But today's a new day. Get some work done and get some stuff listed.
Yeah.
I had 3 going out. I had one from eBay and 2 from Poshmark. So
That's good.
Poshmark is staying pretty steady, and eBay's doing okay. It just there needs to be more. I need more volume.
I can say I like the pictures that
Oh
you're
yeah, I
getting.
was going to ask you when that is, because I
Well-
forgot I have a doctor's appointment Monday.
I was going to tell you that your
Totally
pictures are looking better with your new background.
You like that?
Yeah, it does. They look really good.
Okay.
Yeah, it brings
I
it more light and you can see it better.
Yep.
I'm liking those.
Yeah. And I ordered 2 more of those. So there's a little more room on the wall that I'm going to have to fill in, and so I ordered 2 more, and I'll put those up. That way, there's no end to it.
Yeah. Yeah, but they look really good. I saw those today.
Thanks.
Yeah, I like them.
I think they're okay. They didn't match exactly, but I just did the best I could and tried to get them running all the same way and kind of the same pattern, all the way down, because basically I turned them sideways and then put them up. So
Yeah.
They look all right.
Looks really good. I
I'm
like them.
pretty happy with it. And actually, this corner actually has a little more like sunlight, like natural light, and so that helps with with the lighting kits. And so I just think it makes it look a little bit better.
Yeah, it does. It gives it a lot more. It stands out a lot more in there.
And I know I've got some pictures in there that I need to go back and redo the pictures and everything. I don't know that I'll go do all of them, but
Yeah, probably just take that
the
first one.
ones that need new pictures, I'll go in there and do that. But
Yeah,
it's been doing good.
it's looking really good. I like them. I was going to tell you about that.
Thanks. Yeah, I got a box I'm building for Sally. I've got a couple of backgrounds, and I got a dress and some shoes and some of those. I don't know if you've ever seen them before. Oh, I don't even know if I can get them. Got a fabric shaver for her, and so they go in the shoes.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's cool.
So you just put them in there, and then they just kind of just keeps the form of the shoe.
Yeah.
So I had a couple of those extra, so I'm gonna send her a couple of those. So I'm trying to build something up for her.
That's
Where's
cool.
Sally today? How's she feeling?
That's nice.
I would assume she's probably in bed.
Because she's off of work, right?
No.
Oh, is she back? That's 6
She's
days
back.
is already done?
Yeah.
It seems like just yesterday or like 2 days ago, it's like, oh yeah, I got 6 days off from work. I'm like, oh, well, she must still be on vacation.
Nope.
Oh my God, where's the time go?
She's already back.
I'm going to be like one of those old people. Oh, are you going to plant the garden? And it's going to be like January or something.
Yeah, last night was her first night back, so I'm sure she's.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that sucks after having 6 days off.
Uh-huh.
And then her, my nephew, her son, is moving out this week. So I think today or tomorrow, he's moving out. So.
Okay.
I know she don't like that, but it's
Yeah.
good. It's good. Time to be an adult.
Yeah, you let little birds fly the nest.
Yep.
I shoved my little birds out, but
I
they always come back.
Yeah, that's true.
Mine finally moved out too. I was like, yes, bye, see ya.
My oldest was like 24. I'm like, you have got to go.
Mine brought back babies and wife
Oh God.
out of my house. Although I cried because I just wanted the babies to say they could have went
Yeah.
to keep the grandbabies.
Yep.
But it'll be good for her. Once it'll take her a little bit to get used to it. It took me a little bit, but she'll be happy with us.
Yeah. He actually moved out probably maybe a year ago. Maybe a year and a half ago. Well, probably a couple of years ago. And he moved out and lived with a friend for a while. And then
Same things.
just had some issues with it or whatever, and so decided to move back home. And Jonah even moved out for a little bit too. So, yeah, Jonah is a mama's boy. He likes to be with his mama. So, so I think he'll probably stick around. But yeah.
I like having that extra room so she can use the room for her eBay and storage stuff.
Mm-hmm. Not me. 18 years old. I was like, get the hell out. No, I'm just kidding.
Are you still here?
Oh.
No, they can live with me anytime they want.
Yeah.
I can tell mine. They can always come back. They might have to sleep on the floor because I'm not giving up my photo room. But
Yeah.
Right. That's why I tell the kids, you can come here, but I don't know where you're going to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
You might have to sleep in the living room on the couch, but
Yeah.
you're welcome to.
Yeah. I got some cots.
Yep.
Sleep on those.
Well, I went to 3 rummage sales
Ooh.
and I haven't found a damn thing.
Wow.
Well,
Not a one.
Time to
And then there was another rummage sale where they had their signs up, but they decided to cancel their sale. So I was like, well, how about if you go take your signs down?
Oh no.
Oh, I thought she did. We must have forgot one. I said, no, your signs are all over town.
Oh.
I said, I expected a pretty good sale since you guys had so many signs around town.
oh,
God, I hate that. Oh, we decided to cancel the sale. Well, that's your problem.
Yeah, that's your
Signs.
problem. That's false advertising. Now let me go dig through your house and see if I find anything I want to buy.
Yeah, let me just dig through your stuff. Open up your garage. What do you got in there? Garage, attic, basement. I don't care. Let me.
Don't you know who I am?
I know.
For a house, anyways. There probably wouldn't have been much point anyways. But there may be stuff I want for me too, you know.
Mhm.
And I'm the only rummage selling for reselling. I rummage sell for my house too. My kids. I had the weirdest dream last night. I had a dream and was going out with my nephew's girlfriend. And he left me and she left my nephew and they were going to move in together. Yeah, it was so weird.
wow.
Did you slap him when you woke up?
Exactly.
Yeah. I told him, he goes, what the hell would you have a dream like that for? I said, I don't know. I can't control my dreams. I said, what the hell were you doing?
Could be a premonition.
Yeah. Well, I'll guarantee she ain't going to leave my nephew for my husband.
Dreams are so crazy. I mean, they just,
Yeah.
it's amazing what your brain comes up with.
Well, 'cause they always say that dreams mean something.
Right.
And it's like, what the hell would that mean? You know?
Right.
Mhm.
And I'm very secure in my marriage, you know. So
Right.
I'm not worried about that. So I don't know what it meant. I usually just forget about him and move on. But it was so weird. I was like, wow, that was strange. Because she's not even 30.
Right.
And plus, who would leave this, you know? I'm just kidding.
That's right. That's exactly the attitude you should have.
He knows who you are.
Package.
You better know who she is.
That's right. You know, if anybody didn't know me and they heard me say that, they're probably like rolling their eyes like, God, is she a bitch?
Who does she think she is?
I know. Who does she think she is? I know who I am.
Cold bloody of the bloody crime family.
Yeah, that's right.
Don't mess with me.
We'll meet for drinks later at Bada Bing.
Oh my God, was that in Superior or where we saw that? But I'm like, oh my
yeah.
God, there's a Bada Bing. Or was that somewhere farther? Or was that like Ashland? I don't know.
No,
remember.
it was in Duluth or Superior. Because I'm like, oh, no, there was a different. Oh, what the hell was it?
Oh, unless it was over by Hurley.
The Saratoga was the one in Duluth.
Yes.
Maybe it was Hurley. But I remember there was some bar we went by. I'm like, oh my God, Jim, it's a Bada Bing.
The Saratoga bar with their logo with the reclining nude woman, I figured was probably a gentleman's club.
Yeah, Saratoga. That's on Canal. Yeah, that's down in Canal Park.
Well, we were
Exactly.
slumming. We were walking through Canal Park, avoiding the protesters. I'm wearing my "Make America Great Again" hat.
A friend of mine got kicked out of that. Is that still open? I didn't even know that was still open.
Oh, it's big. The sign looks pretty fresh. I mean, it doesn't look like it looks open. I mean, we didn't.
I don't.
Branded
We
with.
had branded with, so we didn't try to go in. You know.
I don't pay attention to the strip club, so I wasn't sure.
Yeah. Why is the lady wearing tassels?
My friend, it was my sister's best friend. He got kicked out of there for giving one of the women a whisker burn on her butt. Yeah.
A blister burn.
My husband were out for a drinking.
Yeah, you're not supposed to touch the strippers.
What did she burn her? Did she touch her with a cigarette?
No, he gave her a whisker burn. Whisker rub.
Whisker burn. Okay.
Yeah, he grabbed her ass and gave her a big old whisker
Oh
rub.
my god. Jim got kicked
I
out.
was like, God, you can't be doing that. You're going to get us kicked out. And sure enough, boom, they got kicked out.
Yeah, you're not supposed to touch them.
Yep.
Yeah.
I gave a girl $5 because I felt sorry for her. She winds up giving me a whisker burn on my face. I just wanted you to take my $5 and go live the rest of your life.
Wow.
He was like, 18. She's really young. She's bad at it. You can tell she's super new. I'm like, oh my god.
He felt sorry for it because he's always like, oh my god, I feel he gets embarrassed, like, and then he's like, oh no, I always think, well, if this was my daughter or something. He goes like,
so all these guys, none of them are tipping her or whatever. So I'm like, I gave her $5 or whatever. So I thought, so she feels obligated to do something super special. I'm like, no, not necessary. It was awkward.
Well, especially when you're thinking of her like this is somebody's daughter.
Yeah, I think that was the last time I ever went to one.
I haven't been in one in a long time.
Yeah.
Once in a while, when his brother was younger and wanted to go out and party at deer camp, they would go and.
Well, the Anderson brothers, I went with them to duck hunting and deer hunting.
Oh yeah, well that was a pretty big group of guys. And when you had friends getting married too, you went to a food
bachelor party.
Yeah.
Jason Boxerker's bachelor party. Good times, good times. I mean, but whatever you put in your wallet when you leave, it will be gone. You leave like one of those bars.
The drinks are hot.
Well, the drinks, and they're constantly hitting you up for tips, and you're not thinking. It's like, oh yeah. Next thing you know, it's like, oh my god, I walked in here with $100.
We bought a strippers unit. Okay, so we buy a strippers unit, and she had written down what she was getting paid to dance at the strippers unit. It was like $2 a dance, and then all the other money she has to make up on tips.
Wow.
I mean, you know what I mean? Can you not that I would ever do it, but can you imagine getting hired? Okay, yep, and then here's your times. We alternate with the girls, and we pay you $2 a dance to take your clothes off, and then the rest you got to make up in tips. I'd be like, oh my lord.
Well, you gotta be good at it.
Yeah.
Yep, gotta know how to shake that moneymaker.
When I used to manage the motel, we had some strippers that they were like elite. They were like elite strippers. They were like the ones that they called in when they needed some really good
girls, this girl that we did the storage unit would not be an elite stripper.
Yeah, they call them circuit girls. And yeah, this one would not be good enough to be as well. She was too old. She was like, I don't know, 40.
Yeah.
They used to come up from the Twin Cities, and they're like, "Well, we'll pay for our room in the morning, and the guy that brought them up would pay for the first night, and then they're like, well, we're gonna keep it for a week, but we'll pay each morning." And sure enough, they were in there with a big handful of dollar bills. I wanted to bleach my hands after I took them.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember that? Do you remember that HBO show, Real Sex? Does anybody remember that? I don't think they have it anymore. Anyway, they filmed here in Eagle River. We used to have a strip club called Weasels where they would get these circuit girls to come up and they're interviewing one, but she needs to have some work done on her body, like get butt implants and boob implants or whatever. So, but it's funny because they have scenes where they're interviewing her. They're walking in the downtown district, like under our marquee. We used to have this marquee, like billboard thing, and it's like filmed right there in the downtown district.
Okay.
Weasels, which isn't around anymore, but it was famous for the famous quilt dance.
Oh my god!
And it was Jim said
This
it was so weird,
off-putting. I mean, you want to talk about like they go, okay, now Mary's going to do the quilt dance. I'm like, the quilt dance? Okay, well, she did some other interesting stuff with the quilt dance. She walked up to this rack on the wall, and guys are like, oh, yeah, they have their own quilts. These guys would be like regulars. I'm like, oh, got their own quilt? What the hell are you talking about? She takes this quilt off the rack on the wall and lays it out, and then dances on the quilt. But it's like this patchwork quilt. I feel like I'm at my grandma's house or something like that. I'm like, this is totally wrecked. Okay, now I can't even concentrate.
You'll never look at Grandma's quilt again, huh? The same way.
Nope, not the same way.
Oh, it was weird.
So, if you, I wonder if that's on YouTube.
And they had a web page up for like recruiting girls to like go to their school.
Oh wow!
Yeah, you were doing. I think they were teaching at Weasels, weren't they?
And that was one of their things. They were famous for. They teach them how to do the quilt dance. So I want to tell them, hey, bad idea. This is not working.
Weasel's not around anymore.
He died in a.
No, he got shot. Okay, some guys from Chicago came up and shot him. He ended up in the hospital. Had a bunch of. Then he started having health problems. Ended up dying of a heart attack or whatever.
Oh,
so
wow.
then. Oh. And then did Weasels burn down? And then it sat there like
it was abandoned for a while. Then it had an unknown circumstance fire.
Yeah.
And then some guy across the street bought the property and built a big garage on it.
Anyway.
Weasels is gone.
Weasels is gone. They only have the Frontier here now.
Where my girlfriend owns.
Where Jim's girlfriend is. She would come in when we had the store, and then she would buy a lot of stuff from Jim. And she wasn't like mean to me, but she was like, oh yeah, whatever. But with Jim, I mean, she just like butter wouldn't melt in her mouth. I mean, she just totally had it for her. So she wanted to do and she was I mean, she was manicured on the body, but she kind of had a man face. Anyway, so we had these, you know, that barrel furniture where they make like couches and chairs out of whiskey barrels. She wanted to do Western decor. So Jim's like, yeah, I got this. She goes, yeah, I want to buy it, but let me try it out first. So I don't know how Jim got stuck in the corner.
She's in the doorway of that back room, and I couldn't get out.
He couldn't get out. She's blocking it while she's doing this like weird, pretending she's doing a lap dance on the couch, and Jim's like pinned in the corner.
Oh my god!
The back of the couch. She puts her knees on the cushion like she's astride to get like there's an imaginary guy sitting on the couch. So knees spread apart, so she's got room to get over his legs. And then she's like got her hands on the back of the couch and she's like rubbing her chest like it would be where his face is and stuff like that. I'm like, oh my god.
I know.
She's doing these gyrations with her fanny, and I'm like, oh my god.
Knocking him so he can't get
But
around
she's between me and the door, so there's no way I can like get around her. And it's like, oh my god, okay. She's like, oh yeah, this will work. I'll buy it. I'm like, oh my god.
Oh my god.
Would be like a mattress store, like clothed, like rubbing on each other on the mattress in front of the sales. Yeah, we'll take it. Great.
Oh my god.
Right,
At that point, you almost want to just give it to her so she'll get out.
Oh no, I wanted the money for it, Nikki. It was like $300.
Yeah,
I was like, to give it.
It was made on that barrel furniture, but it was like brand new. You know, they had that.
Oh yeah, it was in really good shape.
Colored diamond shaped things in the upholstery.
Leather, yeah.
And it's was like 3 barrels and then 2 half cut barrels on the sides. It was a really nice couch. As far as I know, it's still up there. So. Oh, I was so red. My face was so hot. I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
I ain't getting out for that rummage sale.
If you watch something like that on TV, it's like totally different.
She drives around this 1996 Cadillac, which is in good shape because she's put this big like cow catcher grill on the front of it because she's so paranoid about hitting deer.
It's a police front, the brush guard they put on.
Yeah.
Funny.
The caddy. God, it's kind of funny. She's a kook. She's nice though.
Nice to you.
I had this one regular at the motel, and they're like, I had this woman, she's like, I don't know why you rent to those women. I says, why not? I said, they keep their room clean, they're quiet, because they sleep all day and they're gone all night. I said, they pay their rent right away in the morning as soon as they come in. They're here at like 6 in the morning paying their rent. Why not?
You know, like the one here, before this lady bought it, the other lady had it. A lot of the strippers would have their kids would be enrolled in the Catholic grade school here before they closed it down. And you got like some of the old people, we think that's wrong that we got these strippers, you know, and their kids are in our grade school, but they were like supporting the school. I mean, they were making a lot of money and they were putting it into their children. I will say that, and donating money to the school and stuff like that. I mean,
the lady I worked with was like a big shot in the church, whatever their counselor or whatever. So, but the priest ultimately runs the thing, and eventually the priest has sit these women down and say, "Hey, here's what they're paying in tuition. Most of the other kids aren't paying any tuition because they have financial assistance, you know, from the church. Church is basically paying their tuition, so church ain't making nothing off those kids. But these women are not only are they paying for their kids, but they're making big donations for like playground equipment and other stuff like that." He goes, honestly, if you take those kids out of this school, we're probably going to have to shut down the school. And they eventually did it because the Catholic Church was shutting down a lot of these smaller schools. But yeah, he finally had here's the reality. You kick them out, we're pretty much done. So then everybody shut up. Because the lady I was showing, I was good friends where I sold her a lot of real estate. A different lady that worked as a bartender at one of these bars was telling me about it. And her kid was also in that Catholic school. But I just thought it was funny.
Wow. The only color I care about is green, and they had lots of it. So
there you go.
Jim used to, because other people didn't want to deal with him, he used to sell a lot of real estate to them, and you know, they wouldn't need financing. I mean, they'd be looking at decent priced houses, and they'd pay for them cash.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
And then somebody's like, "I can't believe you touched their money." I'm like, if you knew where half the money came from, I said, you wouldn't touch anything dirty at all.
I mean, money is like the most germy, dirty stuff there is.
That's why you it, bro.
You never know where any of those dollar bills have been from. Anybody gives you a dollar bill, you don't know where it's been. It could have been somebody's ass crack. You don't know.
Well,
I said,
like,
women are so clean
that handle it.
I said, those women aren't filthy, they're clean. I said, I'm sure every part of them are clean. You know?
Whatever.
Their asses are probably cleaner than your mouth or your hands.
Well, I don't know about that, but they got Purell, for Christ's sake. It's called wash your hands.
I did wash my hands every time I get.
I believe you.
They leave the door. Yeah. They leave the door, and I'd be like, "Okay, can you wash my hands?"
Yeah. Wash your hands, get some Purell, you'll get over it.
I had a good time with the stripper. That stripper, she smelled like Purell.
They were nice people too, you know. I mean, you know, that's the thing. You know, people look down on strippers. You know, they're just doing a job. You know, and you know, just because they're a stripper don't mean that they're less than. You know. And when people see the portrayed movies and stuff, and really and truly strippers are trying to make a living like anybody else. Have kids at home that they're taken care of, and they're good mothers, you know.
Yeah.
It's just that where they make the money, and it makes some of them don't have a college education or whatever, and that's the best that they make good money doing what they do, and they don't need to have a college education.
No.
And some of them are working their way through college. If college wasn't so damn expensive, some of them wouldn't have to do it.
So true.
But people don't look at things like that, you know. They just look down on people because of what they do.
Yeah.
They loved our motel. They were like, "Yeah, we're coming back every time."
Well, for you, I mean, it was a money thing. You know, it was
Yeah.
a customer, and
Yeah.
it doesn't matter what they did or
I don't
anything
care
like
what they
that.
do
I
when they
mean,
leave that motel. All I care about is what they're doing when they're at that motel.
yeah,
And
exactly.
as long as they're behaving themselves, then I don't care what they're doing. I
Yeah.
mean, we had a guy that used to come there to satisfy himself, and that was the only reason why he came there.
Ew, now that's creeping me out. See, I wouldn't want to know that. Why didn't they tell you?
We made sure we watched every piece of that bedding that day. Because at motels, sometimes they don't wash the bedspreads every time.
Right.
Yeah.
Nikki,
Every
That's
day
something I don't want to know either.
Nikki's in the room with the black light, checking out the comforter. Oh, you're busted.
Oh,
We
God.
didn't want Beeline to come in.
Crime scene.
That's awful.
When he leaves, she waves him over the black light over him to see what was going on.
Yeah. But he was, he was quiet, but we had this monthly person next to him, and she's like, all I hear is all night, all day and all night, but nobody goes in and out of that room. He was in there by himself all the time, so whatever.
Yeah.
Whoever floats your
He
boat.
probably had colitis. He's probably in the bathroom.
We found other things in there that kind of pointed to what he was doing. So
Just because he's moaning doesn't mean he's pleasuring.
no, but along with the other stuff that we found in there,
Probably an
that's
irritating.
why he was going through.
Only Jim can come up with that. Maybe it's colitis. That's a good one.
Oh my God.
Oh, I won't say any more, but there was other stuff in there that we.
Well, if I accidentally let out a moan in a motel, I'm going to make sure I yell out, I'm not doing anything weird.
I'll make you a sign out the door. It's just colitis, I promise. Something good.
Yeah. And this one time, this one maid of ours, housekeeper, she was just nasty, anyways. But she was a good housekeeper. Anyways, she's like, he left these chips behind. Can I have them? I'm like, do you really want them? Whatever, but I don't need them. She had like 6 kids and a bum husband and stuff like that. She never, she never got anything like that. So anytime somebody left like half a bag of chips behind, she was taking them home. I got chips. All right, you have fun with that.
I'm not eating chips that are opened on a hotel room.
Ew.
Oh my God. Okay, this
Well,
is.
he's a regular. We know him. We know he wouldn't have done anything to him. Like, whatever. I don't want any.
God.
I'd rather go without. Like,
I'll be hungry for a while, thanks. Ooh, weird.
Oh yeah, you take home half bottles and 2-liter bottles of pop. I'm like, how do you know they didn't drink out of them? Well, it's not flat. That doesn't matter. Like, whatever. Take it home. She wasn't throwing the stuff in the garbage. Saved room in the garbage.
That is.
Gross. I was like, no, I can't even believe you're doing that. Well, whatever. Oh, the kids are going to love these chips. All right.
Well, guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up for today. I hope everybody has a great day, and we have Nikki's new show on Monday at 7 a.m.
Central Time.
Boy, 7 a.m.
The Reseller workout. So be ready to go for a stroll.
I hear a lot of heavy breathing.
You might.
Are you
Might
having?
be a good thing. Who knows?
Right.
Are you doing a show tonight?
No.
Or is that just last week? Okay.
That was just last week. Who
What did
knows
she ask you?
if I was doing a show tonight?
Oh,
Yeah, that was just kind of on a whim.
Oh, okay.
oh.
I didn't know if it was a new thing.
No. I don't know. Who knows? I might.
Never know.
We'll see how you feel.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, guys. We'll see y'all later. See you Monday.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.